Hey, everybody. How is everyone? Sorry, I didn't mean to kick that. Welcome back to the Facebook Rumbles and to YouTube's. Okay, so we're going to start a new series. I've talked about this a little bit prior to this on my new injectable weight loss journey that we're getting ready to go. Well, I'm actually on. Um, so I want to talk about the newest thing. I don't know if it's the newest. It's actually been out for quite some time, but it's just kind of hit my world. There is a lot of off-label uses for medications that were typically used for type 2 diabetics, and they have found out inadvertently that a lot of these medications will help people that are struggling to lose weight to lose weight. I am one of those people that, if you don't know me, hey, I have always struggled with my weight, always. And up until I turned 40, I didn't have to try real hard and I could usually drop the weight. I just, I had to mind my P's and Q's and I could lose weight. Fast forward, I go into my 40s. All of a sudden, it's getting harder and harder and harder to lose weight. Get into my 50s and it's just ridiculous. It really doesn't seem to matter what I do. I get little to no results, or I'll get results and then I'll bounce right back again. It's very frustrating. Yes, I have been to my physician. Yes, I have been tested. My thyroid is fine. So I have been looking into, I had a girlfriend that did Wegovy last year. Well, actually a year and a half ago. She did it for a few months, lost her 40 pounds. She went off of the Wegovy and she has maintained her weight for over a year. And she swears to baby Jesus, look, this may help you reset your metabolism to where you can lose the weight and keep it off. You really should try this. You should look into it. So I did some research, did some things, tried an online company that basically did pill form called Found. It didn't work for me. It didn't. The medication that they gave me made me sleep really nice. That was a bonus. But I actually gained weight on it. So we stopped that after a little over a month. And I called my then physician to find out if this was something even in their wheelhouse, because I don't need to go see my doctor if this is something you can't or won't do. They said he would. So long story short, I made an appointment. I went and saw my primary care physician, paid an office visit, paid for lab work. We're talking about $260, $265 to go in that day. And he basically tells me about Wegovy. Absolutely. I can prescribe that for you. I can promise you it will work. It will absolutely work. The big thing that he basically told me about that was you need to make sure that no kind of thyroid cancer runs through your family, because that is a rare side effect that you can end up with thyroid cancer, and that's usually people that have that in their genetics, and that you're not a type 1 diabetic, which I'm not, because you can get pancreatitis if you continue to eat like crap, and you could get thyroid cancer if that type of thing runs in your family. It does not. We did blood work to check for my thyroid, which came back completely normal. So he told me the big thing with it is that you needed to eat very, very slowly, okay? Because if you overeat with this, you will vomit. Yeah, I don't vomit. No, we don't do it. So I took that to heart. So dude writes me a prescription. Now, mind you, I'm uninsured. Okay. I pay as I go. He knows I'm uninsured. So I call my pharmacy and, asked them if they have the Wegovy. And they said, well, we'll definitely have to order it. And I said, well, before you do anything, I need to know how much it is before you order it. I don't want you ordering something, if I'm not able to pick it up. They said, okay, well, hang on. And they come back. I hope you're sitting down. It's $1,400 a month. Yeah, you heard me right. $1,400 a month. Just in the scope of things, that is larger than the mortgage payment on my home. No. There is no way I'm spending $1,400 a month on weight loss. So I'm pissed at this point. Call my doctor back the next day. Talked to the girls in the office and said, look, here's the deal. Y'all need to find an alternative because no. So she goes and then she comes back and gets on the phone and says, well, there isn't an alternative. And I said, there's nothing else that he can prescribe me besides this. And she said, no. I said, are you sure? And she said, yes. And I said, okay, fine. So what do? I research, because that's what I do. You know me, I'm the queen of cheese. I find another way. So I started doing research, and I did find a company called Dope Doctors. Don't at me. Don't. They don't have the best reviews on a lot of these. And honestly, the reviews were the people that were going in physically into a building to get this medication. I am doing mine online. I did a Zoom meeting with them. They seem fine. This basically is Wegovy. It is the semaglutide, I think is what it's called, and it is mixed with B12. So when you find a company that mixes this with B12, it does lower the price quite a bit. It is still expensive, guys, but it's not $1,400 expensive. This is going to run me about $300 a month. These are once a week injections. Generally, you start at 0.25. I think they actually started me at 5.5, which is what my physician was going to start me out, was at the 0.5. And it's once a week. You get enough for a month, and then, that's basically how this goes. I was a little concerned because these came in unmarked syringes. So they are not coming in the cartridges that you see on other people's videos when they tell you that they're on Wegovy or Ozempic, I think is what it's called. Those are the ones that are actually coming from that pharmaceutical company in the pre-done pens. That is not what I'm getting. They are drawing this medication up. Now, in defense, my girlfriend, when she went to her physician, they gave her a bottle and she drew it up herself. So I was a little concerned because these are unmarked syringes. And I don't know if that's just B12. It could be. It could be just B12 in there because it's the color of B12. You don't know, right? Shopper be wary. Now, I will tell you, this is week 1 for me. My week starts on Fridays. So I took mine last Friday. Today is Tuesday. So I've been on it for several days now. I'm going to say that they're selling me what they say that they're selling me because this was pretty immediate. I took it about midday Friday because we were off. And they do suggest when you're going to start this to start it over the weekend or when you know you've got more than a day or so off in case you have side effects with nausea. And there's a lot of people that get really sick off of this. They throw up or they just have a lot of nausea. Thankfully, I've not had that. So I did do that while I was off just to make sure. I've had nausea. Honestly, I've had no side effects, to be quite honest with you. But this took effect pretty quickly. I ate very little that day. Saturday, I didn't eat at all until Saturday evening. And when I did eat, I ate very little. Did not finish my dinner. We went to Cracker Barrel and we got their Sunday Southern chicken, which is basically it's 2 chicken breasts. Okay, and they're about like that. Okay, they're about yay thick. And then you get 2 sides. Well, we split that and ordered 2 extra sides. So I had 1 chicken breast. I had their little bowl of beans and their little bowl of okra. I finished nothing. I still had About a quarter of the chicken left. I only ate a few pieces of the okra. The prince finished the rest of that, and there were still beans left. I didn't eat any biscuits, and I had water. So, and I was really full. Took me about 30 minutes to eat that. I went very slowly, and I was very full. Um, didn't eat Sunday until probably 4 o'clock. Sunday, I had a carb-free tortilla, which is about this big, with some cheese on it. That was it. And then for dinner, I made creamy Dijon chicken tenders with roasted potatoes and roasted green beans. These chicken tenders are very thin and very small. I put 2 on my plate. I put 4 potato spears, and I put a decent amount of green beans. I did not finish. I still had 2 potato spears and a bit of green beans, and I had about half of my chicken left. So I had about this much food still sitting on my plate, which I then put in the refrigerator because I didn't finish it. And literally, just, I'm telling you, I think it's really big just eating slow. With this is probably the biggest thing. I do not really feel hungry at all. Saturday was the first time I felt a little hungry because I hadn't eaten all day, and it was about 7:30 by the time we ate. But I didn't eat very much because I ate very slowly, and so my intake was very little. I am doing the thing they tell you not to. I am getting on the scale every single day because it's just something that I do. I lost 3 pounds overnight, which is probably just water weight, which is fine. So where am I at right now being Wednesday? Let's see. So Sunday, I didn't eat very much Sunday. I think I ate some breakfast. I had a piece of toast with a little bit of cream cheese, cottage cheese, a piece of bacon, and a fried egg because it's very high in protein. I did not finish all of that. And then I don't think I ate anything for dinner. I don't think I ate anything for dinner. Did I? No. And then Monday, I didn't eat anything for lunch. And I had a chicken tender. I had a couple of bites of macaroni and cheese and a little bit of corn. I've lost almost 10 pounds in just a few days. I'm drinking a lot of water, and I'm only having 1 cup of coffee. So I will take my next injection while we are actually gone doing our dragon run because that is this upcoming weekend. And since I take it on Friday, I have to take it on every Friday. I think I'll be fine. But so far, this seems to be working. So I figure what we'll do is once a week, we'll kind of check back in again. And we'll see how this is going. Mostly because, look, there's a lot of videos out there right now on YouTube on people that are on the Ozempic, that are on the Wegovy, and they are, journaling what they're doing, basically. What is making mine different is because I'm not using that actual name brand, and I am going through a different online company because I'm uninsured. Which there's a lot of insurances that aren't paying for this medication anyway, and at $1,400 a month, no. So this may be an alternative for other people out there. I can't stress enough, you do need to see a physician. You need to see your doctor, right, before you do this. I was smart about what I was doing. And my physician knows exactly what I'm doing, and I'm actually going to see my new doctor tomorrow. So he will be up to date with everything that I'm doing as well. You need to see a doctor, okay? You need to be under their care. They need to know, especially when you're dealing with online companies, because otherwise you have to see a doctor to get a prescription, okay? So be smart about it. Be wise about it. Do lots of research. So far, we're doing pretty well. I am just restricting my diet. I'm probably eating way less calories than they want me to, but I'm simply not hungry, and I refuse to eat when I'm not hungry. I'm not going to do that. That's how we kind of get into what we're kind of into, is how people overeat is because they eat when they're not hungry. I'm simply not hungry. right? So I'm hoping when I drop a little bit of the weight and with the B12, things of that nature, I'll build up a little more energy and I'll start to exercise again. I'm not exercising right now, and that's just simply because I'm lazy and I have no will to do it. I'm just being honest with you guys. If I'm nothing else, I'm real on this channel. You all know the last time I did my fasting, I lost 20 pounds. And I ended up gaining pretty much all of that back over the last 6 months. Yeah. So I don't know if me fasting just normally helps me just not, I'm just used to not eating, so it doesn't bother me. Or if it's just strictly the medication is just that good, and I just don't. We'll find out. But this is week 1 on my semaglutide, and I'm looking at it over here because I keep forgetting how to pronounce it. My semaglutide laced with B12 is basically what I'm taking right now at 0.5 through Dope Doctors. So if you guys have any questions, please start commenting down below. I'd love to have a dialogue with you guys. See what you think. If there's anyone out there that's watching this that has had an issue with this specific company, Dope Doctors, please let me know. Because again, I can only tell you what's going on with me and advise you how I am doing with my body. I am certainly not telling anyone else to do that, but I am trying to, help people find another way if, Wegovy itself through a physician and you're uninsured and $1,400 a month is just out of your reach. I think it's out of most people's reaches, right? So I'm trying to give an alternative here. And so far this week, we've done really, really well. I'm hoping week 2 goes just as good. So there you go. We'll just call this week 1 of our injectable weight loss. I may put Wegovy in there because the semaglutide is basically just another word for Wegovy. Wegovy is a name brand, is basically all this is. So it's the same medication. It's just not the name brand Wegovy, and it is not in an actual injectable pen that says Wegovy on it. I have another friend that is on the other one that starts with an O because I've already forgotten what that one is. I forgot the name. Any event, I'll check in with him and see how he's doing as well this week. So this was a little bit longer, but I felt like it probably needed to, and I have been keeping my vlogs very, 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 very short. But this is going to be a new series in and of itself. I'm not sure what we'll call it. We may call it, I don't know. We'll call it something. Obviously we'll call it something, but you guys will know to look for it. I will put Wegovy in the search and the name because it'll just be easier for you guys to find it. So don't forget, comment. Let's have a dialogue about it. And again, if you've dealt with this company and you had issue with them, I also want you to comment because we want to know all of the things. Okay? All right. You guys know the rules. You stay out of trouble. Buffy is playing. Yes. Look, don't judge me. Do you see that? I know. Shut up. It's upstairs. My curtains are closed. Nobody knows. She has one of the snowmen down and she's playing with that. So that's Buffy girl. You can hear her bouncing the ball around back there. All right. You guys know the rules. Y'all stay out of trouble now, but if you can't, don't get caught. Till then, y'all stay safe, stay clean, and have a perfect day. Love you. Bye.